Hello, welcome back. Uh, in my last video, the audio was a little messed up. That was mostly because it was so windy. Um, but you read the title. Today's video is about meditation, and the reason we're in my bedroom is because it's a bit more calm in here. It's not as many noises, not as many distractions. It's better for focus. I will continue to make videos outside, but for this one, I think it's very important that we are in a very calm environment. And so that's why I'm filming this in my bedroom. To wonder what those feathers are of me. That's a dream catcher. I don't believe in that mumbo jumbo, but still have it anyway. So I know it may sound, stupid or cringe, but trust me when I say that meditation, it really does work. And again, people will say otherwise, but it's true because I've done it myself, and the benefits might just astound you. So, the main benefits of meditation are increased clarity, productivity, increased focus, and just all around better mood. And there's many reasons to that, which we'll get into later, but mainly the productivity and focus and clarity, that kind of all stems from the main benefit of meditation, which is mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is, well, how do I explain it? If you're taking a test, if you're in school or if you were in school or whatever, taking a test, right? You're writing your stuff down, and your mind starts to wander. Next thing you know, you're daydreaming, thinking about God knows what. You're thinking about lunch, that cute girl who lives next door. Something like, I don't know, whatever you think about. And then you snap back. You realize, oh shoot, I have to concentrate on this. This is what I need to do. I need to concentrate. And you snap back to reality. You snap back to focusing on your test. If you have done this, and most likely you have, you just practiced mindfulness. Congratulations. You did a tiny one split, not even a millisecond of meditation. So that is why we do it. Now, the point of meditation is obviously, oh, it gives you all these benefits, right? But what I have found, so okay, it's getting a little deep, but I suffer from ADD, so attention deficit disorder, where I struggle to concentrate on something, whether that be, work or taking a test or pretty much anything, really. Like even when I'm recording this video, my mind has probably wandered a couple times, but it's whatever. And I've just had to deal with that for most of my life. My dad has had to deal with that. My grandfather has had to deal with that. It just kind of runs in the family. And what I have found through meditation is when I do it consistently, I have kind of fallen off track recently. I used to do it almost every day, but I'm getting back into the swing of things. And I've definitely noticed, and it's just kind of incredible to think about for me anyway, is that when I meditate frequently, I find that the symptoms of my ADD kind of start to go away. I'm able to concentrate on my tasks, able to get stuff done. I'm able to focus, put almost all of my focus into this video. When I'm making this video, there are almost no thoughts in my mind. I am in a flow state. And that is the benefit of meditation. It puts you in this incredible flow state of just being able to just totally concentrate into your task, just totally concentrate into what you're doing. And that's that's the main thing I do. It's the main reason I do it. So maybe wondering, how do I do it? How do I do it, wild man? How do I how do I even start meditation? Do I have to like climb a mountain and sit at the peak of the mountain and just go, um, um, no, this is not how you meditate. But it's way, I really mean this, it's way easier than you think it is. And really do think that almost everyone should probably do it at least through a few times a week. I do it again, I do it almost every day. And so there's many different ways to do it. But what you mainly want to do is you mainly want to limit the amount of thought that are entering your brain. So, and again, there's many ways to do this. Some people will just sort of go somewhere where there's predominantly one sound, and you sit there and you focus on only that one sound. So that could mean sitting in your room, turning the fan on. If you have a noisy fan, I have a pretty noisy fan. And you just lie in your bed, close your eyes, and listen to your fan. Just that ooh. And it's gonna be warning, it definitely will be extremely, extremely boring the first couple times you do it. It's kind of boring. But once you're done doing it, you almost immediately, maybe not the first time you do it, but like the first after you do it a couple of times, you almost will immediately sort of experience that sort of clarity, that sort of focus. And it's just I don't really know how to describe it. You'll have to see for yourself. But I just described one of the ways to do it. The way I prefer to do it, and I definitely prefer this. That's the main reason I'm here, is so I can actually do the way I want to do it. And it's about focusing on breath, focusing on your breathing. And I'm gonna make a video similar to this in the future. Not similar to this, but about, you might think it's a joke, you might think it's clickbait. It's literally gonna be titled "You're Breathing Wrong." Because chances are you're breathing wrong. And you may think, what is this dude talking about? This Wow, man, he's gone off the rails. This guy's an idiot. This is ridiculous. And you're kind of right, but really you're not. So breathing, when you're a baby, okay, when you're a newborn, no bigger than like football, it's a little baby, right? You breathe differently than most likely you are breathing right now. When you are breathing right now, chances are you're breathing like, maybe not you're out of breath, but you breathe in such a way that, and the way I would do it is you put it like just below your chest, like in the in between area of your stomach and your chest, that little area. If you're fairly skinny, like I am, uh, that's where your rib cage would be. And when you breathe, take a breath, that would rise, and it makes sense. You know, your lungs inflate, that area should rise, expand. Now put your hands on your stomach. Breathe in. Does that area expand or does it contract? If it contracts and your lungs expand, you kind of like, I like sucking in. I don't know how to explain it. It's like that. I don't know. It's weird. You're breathing wrong. From fact, because you're not properly using diaphragm. Your lungs don't inflate by their own muscles. They have a, say, your two lungs, and underneath them is a muscle called your diaphragm. And when that muscle contracts, it will expand your stomach. So it's, and that will force air, force your lungs to expand, sucking in air. Oxygen diffuses in your blood, does its thing. And then when that muscle is relaxed, contracts the lungs, forces air out. That's how you breathe. And if you just did that, congratulations. You just did your first real breath. So, what does this have to do with meditation? Well, how I prefer to meditate is by sitting back. You can do this with me too. Sit back. I usually do it in my bed just because it's comfortable. Close your eyes and breathe in. And don't make it just like this little shallow, like, no, you gotta go full, you gotta go. It's even better if your nostrils make a sound, some kind of noise, because that really means that you're sucking in that air. You're going, you're really sucking it in. And when you're doing this, you're going to want to focus not just on the breathing. A lot of people say focus on your breath. Don't focus on your breath. Focus. I prefer to focus on, just pick a point on your nose. Like this, I usually pick like this crook on my nose, right? And when I breathe in, you're going to slightly feel the air leave your nostrils. A very, very slight feeling. And by putting my entire focus into that, I'm practicing mindfulness. And how you would do that is sitting there, focus, then your mind starts to wander a little bit. You don't catch it at first, wanders away, start thinking about something else, then you snap back. You realize I'm off track. I need to focus. I'm meditating. I need to focus on my breath. I need to focus on my nose. And so you do this. If you work out, when you do an exercise, you're doing curls, right? You do them in reps. Each time you move your arm, it's one rep. Even drew a diagram to explain how this works in meditation. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the top one here, that is focus. So you're focusing on breath. Okay. Then your mind starts to wander. You don't catch it at first. This one is the most important step. Snap back. Okay, you snap back to reality. You realize, oh, yep, meditating, focus on my breath. And then you return to focus. Cycle repeats over and over and over and over and over again. Think of it as almost like a workout for your brain. And it's if you ever do it, you just feel so much, you just feel clear. It's great. Okay, so, all right, doing the workouts, but you may think to yourself, well, Derek, Sorry about that. I think I just heard a noise somewhere. Huh. Within yourself. Well, how am I supposed to focus on air leaving my nose when, if I'm in such deep thought, I almost have to focus on breathing? Because, and you will notice this if you do the breathing meditation, is you almost have to think about breathing and go, and that will actually divert your attention from your nose, which will make it more difficult to effectively do meditation. And so, what I prefer to do, and I highly recommend you do this too, is you can look up guided meditation video. I actually watch, I don't watch, I listen to a guided meditation video. It is called Hamza Meditation. It's a bit of a controversial YouTuber, to say the least, but he makes a really good meditation video, and I I listen to it all the time during my meditation. So it's basically just him. It's basically just an audio recording of him saying inhale, exhale, and he just says it over and over again. And so it's much easier to clear your mind of thoughts, and when you don't have to focus on breathing, you just know inhale when he says inhale, exhale when he says exhale. It's much nicer. It's easier to get into that flow state. This video is getting way too long. Uh, anyways, see you later. Uh, stay wild.